Hello and welcome to the SFC Stadium for this Northern Premier League Premier Division match between Stocksbridge Park Steels and Bamber Bridge. I'm your commentator Adam Allcroft. We're sponsored by R&R Car and Van Hire. So the Steels, it's been a few traumatic away days if we're being honest. Obviously, last Saturday we went away to Stockton Town, we were leading 2-0 and then we would lose 3-2. Dunstan, 0-0. Looks like we're not coming to Bamber Bridge on Tuesday. Looks like we're getting the replay. Nope. Last minute goal from Will Shaw means we go out to the FA Cup and we are here at a stadium that's had a few names. Irongate, the Sir Tom Finney Stadium, named after the Preston footballing legend of who the kids will go what, but anyone who knows actually does know. So as the Seals will look to get their first win of the season, and this may actually be a better place to do it than you think. Workington got their first win of the season here last week. So for Stocksbridge, let's go through the team lineups. We'll start with Bamber Bridge. Aidan Dowling in goal, then Isaac Abankwa, Lewis Hay, Adam Dodd, Simon Grand, who's the captain, Joel Bailey, Jamie Allen, Emmerich Hoyley, Nathan Akome, Ewan Banja, and Isaac Modi. Their benches: Nathaniel Knight Percival, Chris Churchman, Billy Ball, Jack Baxter, and Kofi Moore. For the Steels, just one change for this lineup today. It's Ben Townsend in goal, Tom Charlesworth, Jack Tinker, Curtis Turner, Elliot Owen, Jazz Gundry, Oliver Grejlak, Alex O'Connor, Luke Rawson, James Morris and Thomas Poole. The benches: Connor Smythe, Danny Deakin, Sam Kay, Jack Watson and Aston Ellard. Our referee today is Ryan Aldred. So just getting the handshakes in the middle of the park right now as we get closer and closer to kick-off. We will, of course, try to keep you up to date with score lines across the country and local fixtures in particular and other NPL Prem matches. We know how important all these could be to our survival in this league this year. Plenty of games on tonight, a full calendar tonight, despite the chance of all the delays because of replays. Turns out we didn't need it. Yeah, all these games happening still. Looks like Stocksbridge will get the kick-off and they'll be wanting to do what they did on their last two league away days. They scored within the first minute of the last two league matches away. 27 seconds it took away at Stockton. Do feel free to support us by giving us a super chat. We'll tell you how to do that a bit later as the referee waits to give us the okay. Mr. Aldred today. So final few checks. Slightly delayed kickoff from 1945. Final few checks and Stocksbridge are ready and waiting on the halfway line here. And here we go. So Stocksbridge Park Seals in the yellow shirts, blue shorts, blue socks, kicking from right to left, while Bamber Bridge in the all-white kick, kicking from left to right, and they've got a throw-in for Bamber Bridge here on the right wing. So back here with Joel Bailey for the throw-in. He's actually going to give it to Isaac Abankwa now. As well, Stocksbridge had scored against Stockton by this time 2 weeks ago. So I don't think there'll be any early goal in the offing here today. As the ball goes all the way back to Grand, the captain today. Oh, short pass forward. O'Connor tries to get onto it, gets a good touch on it. Turner fighting it, loses that on the 50-50, but a controversial call from this referee. I think a wrong one personally, even though I am the biased commentator today, if any Bamber Bridge fans happen to be listening. But Stocksbridge will get a free kick, basically on the halfway line, almost on the spot. So back with Curtis Turner. Townsend will come to take it. Stocksbridge do try to make the most of these sort of set pieces. Haven't seen it really work yet since the promotion, but did get us a couple of goals last year, and you never know how important those couple of goals might be as the Steels say look for their first league win today. Only one win this season, that FA Cup victory against Wombwell at the end of August. Townsend, ball into the box. It's a good ball. Owen's trying to get it on the far side, trying to get the touch, but it will get knocked out and it's going to be a goal kick. Elliot Owen is appealing for it, but it's not going to be. It will be a goal kick. So back with Aidan Dowling in the goal. We'll take it short as Bamber Bridge will look to play out from the back today. Send it long. Curtis Turner knocked it forward, but blocked well. And now there's some nice passing from Bamber Bridge as they're going forward with a bit of speed here. Looking to switch it, finds a Banquer who's pushing forward. Has to come back to get it, back into midfield. Forward into, and looking for a Comey, but it's a bit of an overhit pass from him, goes up for a throw, and it's a Comey's debut for Bamber Bridge today. Obviously, that's just a case of learning your teammates, learning the speed they run at, and those little fine-tuning things as they go through. Do feel free to get involved with the commentary chat here on our YouTube channel. We do really appreciate it, and we will look to shout you out during the commentary. Just give your views on the game as it goes on. As Bamber Bridge are on the attack, it's Isaac Modi, moves it onto his left, he's thinking of a shot. O'Connor tracking and gets it out to the left wing, but well cut out there by Thomas Poole, back in doing his defensive work. Back into the left back with Lewis Hay in the middle. Adam Dodd tried to get out, but behind a Banquer, and it will be a throw-in for Stocksbridge. 3 minutes gone in this game. It is 0-0 here. Back to Turner. Tinker getting tackled here by Jamie Allen, and he gets it to a Banquer. Gets it forward, but then it's a tackle from Tinker. He's going to get away with the ball, but then he loses it. Back to a Banquer, into the middle to Poyley. Poyley's delaying it. Goes to take a block it. Goes high into the air. Owen misses the header, but I think he got a push during that there by Ewan Banji, and it will be a free kick. Steele's not clearing the lines. They got punished for that on Saturday in the FA Cup. Very close to getting punished about it in the early parts of this game. Goal in the Northern Premier League Premier Division. Gainsborough have taken the lead against Whitby Town. Javel Clark, the scorer. Balls up, it's just knocked away by the defence before it's a well-done ball by O'Connor, getting out to the right wing, being challenged for it by Thomas Poole, and it's ricocheted quite kindly before well in there by Adam Dodd. Will go out for a Stocksbridge throw-in, though. We'll get a chance to get this attack going from this position. And the Steels try. Match has been given as a Bamber Bridge throw-in in the end. Lewis Hay will have the throw-in. Launched it up front, head up into the air, and Turner will get it out to the right to Poole, and gets forward, and Stockbridge just fighting for it there, but lost out here to Poyley. Spread out to a Banquer, who's going to be a big threat for Bamber Bridge in this game. Carry on forward with it. Back into the middle to Dodd, and then now all the way back to Grand, carrying it forward, short pass forward, taking the touch, and well done by the number 8 here, Emmerich Poyley. Gets a 1-2, back to Poyley, ball through, one touch pass here from Allen, and it's some really good football, good ball in, and Owen will clear that, but it's headed back in. Gundry will head up into the air, but it's not out yet before Tinker just boots that one out. Rawson's going to look to try and get something onto that. It's getting shunted out. Does head it on well, though. But it's then collected well by Joel Bailey. But that's a poor time pass. Stocksbridge on the counter. Thomas Poole going forward, but knocked away from him. Thomas Poole didn't have the pace then, and he's committed a foul during that as well. It's a good opportunity for the Steels, but they just weren't able to get the pass and the run right there. It looks like there could be an injury here to Joel Bailey. Just a bit of a connection there between him and Poole. Could be a bit of a concern. You don't losing the centre back's always a blow. Losing it 6 minutes into a match would be an even bigger one for the home team. As the physio for Bamber Bridge is just on, trying to administer some treatment, help him continue. So treatment just continuing at the moment, and it is continuing. It's a concerningly lengthy treatment here, as some other goals to tell you about from the Northern Premier League East. Emley are 1-0 upon Lincoln United. Manassi Mampala the scorer, while Silsden are 1-0 upon Bridlington. Cale Price has scored. I think you'd expect if Joel Bailey was to go out, Nathaniel Knight Percival would be the man to replace him. Actually, might have been, well, Lewis Hay actually looking. He'll head off shortly. He'll be off for a short amount of time here. So the game will now resume with Bamber Bridge. Knocking it long. And there's a bit of a dragging down there between Owen and the striker. It is going to be a Bamber Bridge free kick. Elliot Owen's not happy, but it's a daft free kick to give away for Stocksbridge. It's something that's unfortunately crept into Elliot Owen's game in recent weeks. It's what ended up costing the Steels against Stockton, and now Bamber Bridge have a chance to get the ball into the box.
For Stocksbridge. Now 4 against Lewis Hay goes down again, and I think that is going to be...
You just noticed that Lewis Hay had recently just gone back onto the pitch, and Meal goes out, and it will be substitute. You can see that one is being prepared on the Bamber Bridge bench. Looks like it's going to be Chris Churchman, I believe, who might be heading on. We're just trying to see what the number's given. It was traditionally down as 14, but having a bit of a mess with it. Apparently they are quite awkward. It looks like it could be the number 16 here, Jack Baxter. Might end up going through all the names of the bench before I finally find out who it actually is. Lewis Hay will head off, and Jack Baxter will be his replacement. So an early blow for Bamber Bridge. But it is a chance now from Bamber Bridge with Adam Dodd standing over the ball on the left-hand side of the pitch, about 30-odd yards out, going towards the far post, header into the box, but then Kinko is able to clear it away. It's a good boot away, back into the defence with Joel Bailey on the ball, sending it long, looking for Tinker, who heads it into the middle. Turner picks it up, gets it forward now to Morris, who's dropped deep, turns well, gets it out to Greg. Good first time pass to Thomas Poole. Brilliant sliding tackle from Bailey. Sorry, Simon Grand, I'm sorry, and gets it away. And then Rawson blocks a shot, and it was very, very close to a precious area for Luke Rawson. He has already had a child, though, so he should be okay. It's a shame he didn't take the right angle there. Well, the Steels could have been 1-0 up. Long ball forward now from Aidan Dowling. Goes over the top of everyone. Will go out for a Stocksbridge throw-in, who managed just to get a bit of possession here. Launch into the middle by Charles. Out to Gundry. Gundry pass forward to Grejlak. Back to Turner. His pass forward's blocked. Turner's continuing. Forward to Morris, who tries to flick it on. Might be able to get past Bailey. Bailey does a good job just blocking it. And into the stand comes the ball. Ball now for Jack Tinker for the throw-in. Hello, Steve Kirk saying, "Come on, Stocky. Sad to not see you here today, but I think you've been to Bamber Bridge a few times. Played them plenty of times over the years, but not since 2014. As Stockbridge have now got throwing further up the pitch. As Tinker throws it back here to O'Connor. O'Connor putting the cross into the middle, headed away. It's going to be a race to get onto it. Rawson's trying desperately to have the pace, but he'll get a foot onto it. But it's actually going to end up going out for a Stocksbridge throw-in. So on the right-hand side now, with Charlesworth taking the throw-in. Launch forward, Grejlak trying to bring it down, out to Poole, trying to get it out to the wing, but just can't get the touch onto it, and Bamber Bridge are able to clear. Back with Gundry. Taking his time with it as he moves over to the left. Taking his time, and then he's going to knock it over the top. He's looking for Grejlak. Grejlak, what a touch from Grejlak, bringing it down. Sideways to Morris. Morris wanted a shot, thought about it. He's instead going to send it out to Charlesworth. Charlesworth going forward. Cross going in. It's not a great cross and cleared away at the near post. Back now for Elliot Owen. His pass forward block. Back with Owen though. He's going to send it sideways to Gundry. Gundry carried it forward. He's going well forward now. Chipped over the top, looking for the runner, Grezlak, and I think Grezlak just gave up on this. It's going to go out for a throw-in not far from the corner flag. Flag did not go up, but instead it is going to be a throw-in in a good position for Stocksbridge to try and keep Bamber Bridge penned in for a while. Ball goes forward, it's headed away, then headed on. Rawson trying to get onto it, cleared before I can get to him behind. Grezlak it goes, and going all the way back to Tinker, who's in a central position. Forward to Turner, out wide here to Charlesworth. Charlesworth forward, one-touch passing, great from Stocksbridge. Cross going in, block, goes back, Turner hits a shot. Think that it goes over. Wondered if it took a deflection there, but it's really good football from Stocksbridge Park Steels, who managed one-touch passing to get round the Bamber Bridge defence. You can't blame Turner for taking the shot. He just couldn't keep it under the bar. It goes over. It remains 0-0 here. 12 minutes gone. Ball going forward, being held up by Banji. Out to the left. Into the middle. Abankwa's calling for it on the switch, but the switch is going to be behind Abankwa, and he's going to end up giving away a throw-in to Stocksbridge. Tinker has the throw-in here. Tinker taking his time. Gets the ball forward. Knocked away here, and Bamber Bridge trying to pass it through. O'Connor fights for it, but he does commit the foul. And Alex O'Connor is the one former player of Bamber Bridge playing for the Steels. He's the only player to have played for both Bamber Bridge and Stocksbridge. As the switch from Bamber is overhit and just goes over and smacks the Bamber Bridge stand behind the benches here. And these switches for Bamber Bridge are just not working out as they'd wanted to so far. Stocksbridge, I said it was in 2018 in the FA Cup, part of Chris Hilton's FA Cup curse here, is something I don't think he was too happy about, as mentioned on our social media earlier. As it's a ball lost here to Jamie Allen, and Bamber Bridge have a chance. They've caught Steels a bit out here to Poyley. It's a great ball to the left, and then he slips at the crucial moment. Owen putting a mistimed sliding challenge, but then the winger then was slipped. He could have been through into the middle. Forward now to Allen. Bamber Bridge attacking. Out across to Abankwa. Abankwa, good low ball into the middle, and well-timed block away from Elliot Owen, who's hurt himself as it was doing. It's going to be as a Stocksbridge free kick. The last time the Steels made a visit here to what has been known as several names, Iron Gate or Tom Finney Stadium, currently under the sponsorship name of FC Stadium. The Steels had a great day. They won 3-0 against Bamber Bridge, and it was our management team, Ian Richards and Andy Ring, who got the goals in that game. Currently will not be coming on. David Cockrell was the other man who got the goal in that game. With the Stocksbridge scoring troubles, I think quite a few of our older fans would quite like Andy Ring to be on the bench to come on later in the match, but not to be. I believe he is registered and ready to come on if need be. Ball forward by Townsend. Headed backwards here by Grand, and it's going to go out for a Stocksbridge throw-in. We're having some good moments in this game so far. Former Steel Declan Eric Thompson has scored for Matlock Town. They're away at Ashington today. A hell of a away day on a Tuesday night. The ball goes back to Tinker, tries to get behind, but loses the ball. O'Connor gets forward, he wants a Stocksbridge throw-in, and eventually the linesman decides it's a Stocksbridge throw-in. It took a little touch off Jamie Allen on the way through. Tinker will have this throw-in, he has to go a long way to go fetch it. Stocksbridge attacking towards the end, which has the clubhouse and the sponsor room and the very nice burger I had before the game. Well thrown here to Turner, who used the offside position well. Tinker into the middle, brought down well by Morris. Appeals for offside, takes shot, block, corner kicked. Steels, and Bamber Bridge wanted the free kick for a handball by James Morris. It wasn't given. Would have been controversial had it gone in. Instead, the Steels will have their first corner of the game. Stocksbridge, who were very good at set pieces last season but have struggled this year, only scored the one so far, and that was in the FA Cup against Step 5 Wombwell Town. They'll want to improve now for this. As Turner, actually it'll be Thomas Poole taking the corner, looking for the far post. Owen with a header over the bar, just gets underneath it. It was a good header. Owen's done well to, in very cramped space, to get any sort of power onto it. Would have been unstoppable had it been on target, but in the end goes over the bar, and it remains 0-0 after 17 minutes. Ball forward here. And Gundry's not really tracked particularly well, and that back pass is a bit of a hostile one for Townsend, who does some great footwork and gets it away, but that one, as Ben Townsend shouts some choice words that are not part of the family-friendly ethos that the stadium advertises on the way in at his defence. And, well, to be fair, you couldn't really blame him for that one, as Isaac Abankwa will take this throw-in. Into the middle, back to Abankwa. Morris finishes the tackle, but is now on left. Rawson doing well, winning that ball. He stumbles a bit, tries it through, but Bamber Bridge will get it back, but gets it through to Grejlak, and Grejlak out to Morris here. Morris on the left. Grejlak's offering himself an option. Morris is cutting in on the inside. Sideways to O'Connor. Back to Turner. That seems to have put Stocksbridge under a bit more pressure than they'd have wanted to. Charles, a big boom pass, finds O'Connor, but he's offside and takes a shot. It was saved in the end, but it was offside. In the Champions League, Tottenham are a 1-0 up on Villarreal, an own goal by Rice Jr. Gives Tottenham, who finished 17th in the Premier League, are in the Champions League. One day you'll tell me how that works. And well, not good news. Well, in what is likely to be a relegation 6-pointer, Workington are 1-0 up at Hebburn. Stephen Rigg has scored as James Morris presses. Ball into the middle. Out the right to Abankwa. Into defence again. As Bailey will give it back to the keeper, Dowling. Not a great first touch, but gets it away with a second. Invited the pressure from Rawson. Gundry will head it away. Grejlak trying to get the touch, gets the touch, gets clipped on the way down as well. Nothing given for that, as it's back now with Aidan Dowling. Ball forward. Nice little head on there by Jamie Allen, but Townsend will pick up. He's outside his box and gets almost tackled there. He goes down under pressure. No foul given, and eventually Charles does the smart play and clears it off his man and gets the goal kick. But that was a dangerous moment for Stocksbridge. I don't think Townsend will be happy with some of the passes he's been given back to him. It's put him under some pressure from a Bamber Bridge side that are ready to attack it. Up to Gundry. Forward to Turner, who gives it back to Townsend. Bobbles up on him. And he's not been pressed before Banji will show a bit of attention. Ball goes forward, headed away by Grand. Well met by Gundry, who gets it out to Poole. Back to Charles with some nice first touch passing. Out on the wing here, but will be covered by Dodd, who then keeps the ball well, but then loses it. Poole on the right is going forward, finds Turner, holds it up, didn't take the first time cross. Back to Poole, and Stocksbridge just overplaying this a bit, and then an overhit pass will go out for a goal kick. And actually, I believe it's took a deflection, and it will be a corner kick for the Steels, their second of the game. Elsewhere in the Champions League, Benfica are 1-0 up on Karabag. Baranachea, the scorer. So another corner for the Steels. In fact, Curtis Turner will go over to take this one. Plenty of big options in the box, but they just haven't been utilised in the season so far, really. Plenty of options as the ball goes in, swung in well, but right at the keeper. Dowling catches. Thrown out quickly, they want the counter attack, and that knock on has got it right well for Bamber Bridge. Here comes on the left wing, switch, looking for the number 8 of Enric Poyley, but Stocksbridge cut it out. O'Connor clears, only back to Abankwa though, who takes it down well on the chest. Forward to Poyley, but well met by O'Connor again. Morris on the ball now. Back to Turner, and back to Owen, who gets it out to Charlesworth. Sends it forward, and then one quick pass in, and Charlesworth will carry on forward here. It's a really good run by Tom Charlesworth, getting very close to the box, putting a cross in. Poole gets the finish, and it's a good block there from Joel Bailey. It's another corner for Stocksbridge, and they're out. The Steels are continuing to push forward and forward in this one. Curtis Turner will head over to take this next one. Again, they just need to use these set pieces better than they have done so far in this game. And he's taking some time setting up this corner. Gundry and Owen will be the targets. Here it comes in. Owen's unmarked, gets the header over the bar, and that should be 1-0. Free header for Elliot Owen. He's been left by his marker completely free. He runs onto it. It's exactly what he'd want if he was drawing up a corner in his own mind, but he can't keep it under the bar. It remains 0-0. Elliot Owen, though, should have got his first goal all of the season. Dowling here, where he's looking like he's going to take the short goal kick, and well, as I say that, he's going to go long as the commentator's curse comes true within seconds. Tinker wins the tackle, again trying to win the seconds, but Grezlak's come in and helped him. Tried to back heel, it's been knocked off. Akomi there. So number 9 more in the defensive midfield role, which is quite confusing us. Back with Tinker for the throw-in. Into the middle to Turner, back to Tinker, who will launch it forward, but he can't get control on it. Goes out for a Bamber Bridge throw-in. So back with our Banquer. Forward into the middle, 2-Dodd, then knocked forward, but poor. It goes right to O'Connor. But he's a heavy touch by them, and that was a nasty one from O'Connor. I'm surprised nothing was even given for that, because that what his studs were showing, that could have even been a red. And then another quite tasty tackle from Isaac Modi for Bamber Bridge this time. Did get the ball and again continues. This referee is letting things go as Elliot Owen just gets tackled, and it will be a Bamber Bridge throwing in a good position. That was an interesting Tony right in front of us here. You could see he had his foot up, his stud showing, and normally even if you get the ball, the referee will call you back for that one for at least a yellow. In the end, he's got away with that. And it looks like we're just having a brief stop in here. It looks like a couple of the Bamber Bridge players getting a few instructions from their bench as we wait for what looks like it could be a long throw. Parkgate, our Sheffield Senior Cup opponents, they're 1-0 up on Barton Town. Alex Wanham, the scorer. Back into the left, into the middle, and Bamber Bridge trying to just break their way through. Oh. And here comes the cross in, takes a block, and then headed away into the middle. They're continuing forward with it. Here comes the shot, takes a bit of a slice. It'll be a goal kick here. It was a really nice work there to begin with, just couldn't get the clean contact onto it that he would have wanted to. Just been given a starburst, by the way. This is the hospitality get here, it's fantastic. I'm not being given a starburst yet at the stadium. I think the best I've had was a ham and peas sandwich from the people at Hebburn, because they were so shocked that I didn't know what it was, and they wanted to prove their Geordie connections, I think, and their Geordie credentials. As Thomas Poole gets it out right, and there has been a foul given against Bamber Bridge. I think going down to the ground, which is ironic considering we saw 2 that could have been given as that for either side in the moments before. So back here in right back for Tom Charlesworth. Townsend's going to go in, and Stocksbridge will try and see if they can create an opportunity out of this. Ball going forward into the box, bounces down into the bench, and first onto it was Poyley. Poyley on the ball now, back into defence, and nice little touch there for it. Spread in the middle, 2-Dodd. Back it goes into defence and switched out towards Baxter at left back, who's filling in now for Lewis Hay. Stocksbridge have picked on that side a few times already in this game with a bit of success. Stocksbridge win the ball field, but they just get it to Bamber Bridge, and it's actually given them quite a good one. They switch it out quickly to Poyley on the right wing. Poyley running forward with it, continuing with Poyley. Finds a Banquer on the right. A Banquer just gets it caught under his feet a bit, and then back into midfield. Stocksbridge able to get it back into shape. As it goes here to Baxter. Into defence forward goes Gran. Cut out pass there by Poole. Poole looking to get a counter, and then a clash between the two players. 50-50, not giving a free kick either way. The right decision from this referee. You know what? Some goals to tell you about elsewhere. Stockton Town are 1-0 on Guiseley. Kevin Hayes, the scorer. Stockbridge's torturer from a week and a half ago. As this referee's letting a lot go, a lot of like tangling and wrestling going on between the players. That referee's basically saying play on. Wouldn't know which way you give the free kick as Gundry comes in with a header. A bit of a clash there with Jamie Allen. And Jamie Allen is still down with seemingly a head injury, so we are going to have to stop play. Hebburn have equalised against Workington with Campbell, William, Philip, Darcy, if he had enough names. So we will just have a stop for Jamie Allen there. We'll have to get some treatment. He's stayed down. That's actually really concerning. I don't think he hasn't really moved much since there. He's took a clash from Jazz Gundry, who is a 6'5" behemoth at the Stocksbridge defence. He is now sitting up. Looking up, hopefully just having a quick check to make sure he isn't concussed. But still, never a good thing. You want to treat people properly here. You want to make sure everything's done right. We know how serious these injuries can be. 28 minutes on in the show. It's 0-0 here. And Ashton United, who were the FA Cup heroes on Saturday, beating Scarborough Athletic. They're 1-0 at Warrington Ryan. Jason Gilchrist, the scorer. Abankara sends it forward, headed out into the defence, but O'Connor clears it away. Grezlak, nice check by Grezlak, trying to get me on his man, and he does get a touch on it from Baxter, but is in Bamber Bridge possession now. Ball goes back to Dowling, takes his touch, sends it onto the wing towards Abankwa, who takes it down on the chest and out into defence. Taking his time with it now. Before right foot forward, looking for Banja here, and Owen slips up. Well, Gundry slips up there. Banja for good footwork there, but that allows O'Connor to get in. O'Connor having a great game so far and clears it away. A slip up there from Jazz Gundry, a rare slip up from him, allowed Banja in. He tried to get his feet right for his getting it on his left foot. That didn't, but Alex O'Connor gets back in to defend. Giving a great defensive performance today, Alex O'Connor. Out over onto the left. In the middle, and then knocked onto the wing, and another good touch here in Bamber Bridge as they move into the box here. Shot goes right at Townsend. Again, good work from Bamber Bridge, who've had a few good moments in the last couple of minutes, concerning for the Steels that. Benfica are 2-0 on Karabag, and just Pavlidis, the scorer. Bamber Bridge won the ball back. The Steels are only going to be made to rue, missing some of the chances they've had earlier in this game. It's been the tale of the season so far as Abankwa goes forward with it. Holds it up, back into the middle to Baxter. Now to Abankwa. Puts the ball into the box, it's deeper, knocked out to right. Allen takes it, shot, and here's a volley from Bamber Bridge ahead, and Stockbridge are made to rue those missed chances. They've been so good in this game so far, Stocksbridge, but Bamber Bridge have had a few minutes of being on top. And then they've took their chance. Jamie Allen has got the goal. They are ahead here. Steels now 1-0 down. In what has been a tale of Stocksbridge's season. They play well, they work hard, and then they just lose concentration for a few minutes. And they are punished. It seems to have happened so many times this season. And I think it's something that while the fans are a bit patient about at the start of the season, they're starting to get more and more frustrated as they get underway here. Tinker, forward to Morris, getting held up. Back to Tinker, turns, gets it down the channel to Rawson. Morris takes it on, forward to Grezlak, offside flag goes up. That stops that attack in its tracks. Really well placed strike. Strike there by Jamie Knight. It's the bottom of the post and in. Ben Townsend can't do anything about it. It's good play by the home team. Just frustrating because we know we've seen it too much from Stocksbridge this year. Playing well, looking like they're going to be the team to take the lead. But then we see Bamber Bridge get the lead here, just like Ashton did, just like Gainsborough did. It's frustrating for Stocksbridge. Always long, headed away by Poole, but dropped into defence with Bailey. That's forward, well won by Turner. Outright Rawson trying to hold it up. It tries juggling it, goes out of play, and it's going to be a throw into Bamber Bridge. As Rawson, who hasn't really seen much of this game so far, doesn't really take the most of his opportunity. Ball deflected into the air. Morris is going to try and challenge for it. Headed away into midfield. Turner gets it, goes forward, appeals for a handball. Rawson though was waiting for the ball rather than coming to it. Tinker though gets it, switches it quite out to Rawson. Rawson out to Poole. Poole puts a cross in, cleared away, and then it goes out. I think it'll be a throw-in right next to the flag. Better from Stocksbridge as they look to get the equaliser. Sheffield FC have taken the lead against Ruston May, former Stocksbridge striker Alex Hardwick in the lead. Nostelman's Welfare already 2-0 down to Ilkley. Kevin Gonzalez and Harry Brown with the score. Awesome. Charles with the throw, and he hasn't really got an option here at the moment. He wants a certain way of doing it here, and he is waiting for his moment. Hit it back, then forward, and well, we waited all that time for us to kick it out for a goal kick. And it will be now a goal kick for Bamber Bridge. Actually, 33 minutes gone in this. Our clock has stopped. As it's now going to be taken Sunday League style by the centre-back Simon Grand, the goal kick. Abankwa will put it back into defence to Joel Bailey. That's forward, a cut-out pass by Grezlak. Grezlak just then getting harassed by two players and he loses the ball there to Abankwa, but then he wins it back. Abankwa wants a free kick, not given. Morris then to Tinker, tries to get forward. Abankwa blocks it, can't get control of it, out for a Stocksbridge throw-in. The Seals want to get an equaliser before the half-time break here. As Rawson trying to challenge for it, but cleared away. Out towards Gundry. Gundry then getting, he's holding the arm there of Ewan Bange, but it is now switch to Modi. Modi now trying to face it with Charlesworth. Spin move and a slip from Modi. He's lucky that he's at his own stadium. If he was on away ground, I think he would be getting jeered and laughed at for the rest of the game. As the ball goes back to Townsend. Ball going forward, but he just gives it right back here to the left back. Ball switched here now to Abankwa. Abankwa who likes to win forward. It's a good pass out back to Jamie Allen. He's already scored one today. He's on the right wing, looking for an opportunity to put a ball in. Pass out here to Baxter. Pass looking for Allen, but covered by Turner. Back with Townsend it goes. Hensford are 1-0 up in the local game against Leek Town. Ollie Harrison has scored. Ball forward, headed away. Then goes to O'Connor, will head it forward. He wanted it into space, but Thomas Poole wasn't there for it. Will go out for a throw-in. 35 minutes gone. Big throw-in back to the middle with Bailey now and to defence as Bamber Bridge looking to pass from the back. Carrying it forward. Looking for the long ball forward, but Townsend's going to come out of his box to take it, volleys it away, almost falls to Allen, could go to Allen, but then well cut out by Jack Tinker. Tinker's looking for the switch, no one's there for it, and it's as if they're not communicating now, the Steels, and there seems to be a problem that when we do go down, the heads aren't dropping at the moment, and I think that's just because of the poor form the Steels are bringing into this game. It's some of the worst form I think we've seen since Ian Richards took charge of the club. The ball back in defence. Ball knocked over the top. Owen head away. The offside flag has gone up, and we will see play stopped. So Allcroft saying, "Come on, lads, I'll buy first round if you bring it back." Be nice, wouldn't it? Bear in mind, by the way, if you want to support the commentary and our chat and everything we do at the football club, you can give us what they call a super chat here on the YouTube. You can click that $ next to the chat. There's that super chat button. You can type your message in and how much you would like to donate, and it all helps the football club. Ball goes back and being blocked, and Stocksbridge do have a throw in. As Cleethorpes are 1-0 up against Ilkeston. Adam Hall, the scorer. Ball on forward, and it just deflects, and Rawson misses that one. I think Rawson's committed a foul as well. Will be a free kick to Bamber Bridge. Ball switch out to Abankwa. Tinker will head it away. Headed back though. Abankwa picks it up, knocked into the middle, and for by Akomi. Nice touch by Allen. Allen just losing it a bit there, but gives it back to Baxter. Back out onto the left now. Forward it goes here to Baxter, then back is immense to Bailey. Then forward to Baxter, who's trying to dictate play from the defensive midfield. Now to Akomi, who's dropped deep. Now out to Dodd, who's filled in that left back position. Now Akomi again, back to Dodd. Bamber Bridge happy to keep possession. They're 1-0 up at the moment. As they switch it over into defence to Bailey. Bailey, pass forward. It's a nice pass forward out to Abankwa, but that's behind him. It's a throw in to Stocksbridge. Tinker back with Gundry, bringing it down under control. Not forward, but he took a clip as he do so, and he's still down on the pitch. O'Connor's just rescued that before Banjo takes it. It goes back to Townsend, sending it long, and Grejlak keeps it in. No, he doesn't. Linesman says otherwise. It will be a throw in to Bamber Bridge. 13 minutes on this. 1-0 to the home team. In the Champions League, Real Madrid are 1-0 down to Marseille. Timothy Weir, the son of George, has scored. As the referee here is wanting to have words with Oliver Grejlak and Jamie Allen. Alex O'Connor also having words with the referee. I think so it's going to be the two. So it's going to be Alex O'Connor and Jamie Allen getting a talking to now, and Alex O'Connor gets told to go away now as Simon Grand and Jamie Allen will get it in. It will be a booking here for Jamie Allen, the first booking of the game. Well, we didn't see the incident that led to that, but still not happy between what happened between Jamie Allen and Alex O'Connor. Allen, the goal scorer, there getting a booking. Ball forward, back to Abankwa, then back into Allen, and then back into Fenton. Not long. Turner will fight for it, and knocked on well, and this will be a chance for Abankwa, but Gundry covers. Back it to Townsend. Townsend takes the touch. He's getting jeered by the home fans behind that goal, as Charlesworth takes it down really well, turns well, forward to Turner. Turner evades the tackle really well, forward to Rawson, who tries to hold it up, gets through the legs of one, trying to get on the right-hand side, but then he's robbed of the ball, Rawson. Will eventually go out for a Stocksbridge throw, though. Rawson does well to make sure it remains in the Stocksbridge attack, and as a firework goes off, we've had a couple of fireworks already in this game, and there's one outside the ground to come out with that. Ball thrown in the middle, back it goes onto the right. Charles Berthree, cross going in, high lofted one, but head away. Now he gives him back here. Stocksbridge trying to build onto the right, Pool, little flick to the right, low cross in the middle, past everyone, and I was wondering if he took a touch off a Bamber Bridge player. The referee decides it hasn't, and it will be a goal kick, but it's a brilliant cross that needed just a touch on it in the middle. James Morris, Luke Rawson there, and well, it's just some good play from Stocksbridge in this game. It's much better than what we saw at Dunstan on Saturday. Just not getting the finish in at the moment. Ball long here. Charles will head it away into defence. He'll take it forward onto the left of Modi. Being met by Charlesworth. Modi still holding the ball with two men. Lovely work from Modi to get away, and then gets away from Turner. Switches it over to Abankwa. Surprised he didn't go on his own that one. Abankwa diagonal, and he'll be headed on by Banjo into the middle, and Modi there for all the good he done. He's just air kicked to volley. Gets it back to Akomi. Akomi's trying to get his way through. Pass, it's blocked, and it will be a corner kick for Bamber Bridge, and it's their first of the game on the 41st minute. Nostell Miners Welfare have got one back against Ilkley. Jamie Miller, the scorer. So back here for a corner kick, as the Steel don't want to concede now. you'd feel with the form Stocksbridge in a 2-goal lead for Bamber Bridge would probably be unassailable. Felt like at Gainsborough. Well headed away by James Morris. Here comes O'Connor trying to get it forward towards Grejlak, but cut out there by Dodd as the counter was attempted. Maybe O'Connor could have carried on himself for a moment. Ball into the box, headed away by Tinker, and then another ball in, headed away by Thomas Poole. Morris is holding the ball up now. Back into defence to Gundry. Gundry out to Charlesworth, who's at left back at the moment. Charlesworth carrying forward to Rawson, who then loses the ball, and then Turner winning it back out to Charlesworth. Gets it out towards back, and then back into Gundry. Gundry forward to Turner. Back to Townsend. Launching it forward. It's only going to be Grejlak trying to get to it. Head away from him, and it goes into Akomi. Out to the right to Bailey, now to Abankwa. Holding up into the midfield to Baxter. Then back to Bailey. He's just taking his time on it. Bamber Bridge happily slowing the game down as we get closer to the end of the first half. Ball launch forward, and Banja goes down, but nothing given as it's back to Modi. Not a good touch by Modi as it goes out towards the left wing. Kept in well by Dodd. Gets the 1-2 into the middle to Baxter. Loops up, volleys it over towards the banker who's got a bit of space. A chance to go one-on-one, but he'll move inside into the midfield now to Baxter again. Back into defence with Bailey. Bailey. In the middle now to Akome, who will return it into the defence. And then in midfield, knocked forward, looking for Abankwa. And he just gets a bit of shunt there from Tinker. Abankwa ran into Tinker and really more than anything else, and it will be a goal kick for Stocksbridge. Karabakh have won back against Benfica. Livramento Andrade, the scorer for the Azerbaijani side. Durden Street, we've done so well this season so far. They're 1-0 down at Harrogate Railway Athletic. Dominic Creamer, the scorer. Hello, Caroline Frasley. In Come on, Stocky. So we're not to have you here today, but ball going forward. Rawson can't win it, but I think he's connected there with Joel Bailey in the face. Rawson's going to get a yellow card for that, and if it is a connection with the face, it is a fair card, and Stocksbridge's first card of the game.
For Rawson. Yellow card is a bit harsh there. He did push Joel Bailey with the face.
Don't think there was any malice meant of it, but as we are going to have 2 minutes of added time in this first half, as the train comes past the stadium behind us. If anyone is on that train listening, hello! I'm sure our cameraman, mobile cameraman Sam Leary's took a video of you. Here comes the free kick from Bailey. It's a diagonal, aimed towards the left wing, headed away by Rawson. Launched forward, and it's trying to get the counter attack. Look for Poole, but it should be well covered here. Well turned by Bailey, who then will return it back to the goalkeeper. Launch it forward. Will be headed away by Owen. Back to Abankwa. Taking it forward now. Back it goes to Akomi. Takes it forward into the middle. Looks like it takes a shot. Took a little deflection and goes over the bar. We'll be giving it a goal kick. Akomi wanted the corner. I wouldn't have blamed him for that one, to be honest. I thought it was myself. Prescott Cables have taken a 1-goal lead against Warrington Town. Ben Elliott has scored. So Townsend will have the goal kick here. Townsend now launching it forward. Morris is looking for it. Can only head it into middle. He wants a free kick, Morris, for some of the pulling and shoving. Gets a second chance ahead of Morris, gets it forward. Grejlak tries to get to Rawson, heads it forward. Grejlak brings it down well. He's got 4 men round him, and he never had a chance of getting away with that one. As the ball's cleared away, Grejlak gets it forward to O'Connor. Big volley forward. Grejlak is the man who has tried to get onto it, tried to bring it down, but then loses the ball. Grejlak's having a really good game so far. As Akomi has it back into the middle. Akomi on the ball. Out to Dodd. And that will be it for the first half. Stocksbridge are just playing the same game again. They have been doing very well. They've had chances. They could have taken the lead, but they slipped up for a few minutes. They lost control, and Bamber Bridge took advantage. Jamie Allen, a well-hit strike that hit the bottom post and went in. It's 1-0 to Bamber Bridge at the break. We are sponsored by R&R Car and Van Hire. We will see you in 15 minutes for the second half. Smith, a former Stocksbridge Park Steels reserve, Josh McKay and Eddie Agnew. For the Steels, the lineup is Ben Townsend goal, then Tom Charlesoff, Jack Tinker comes in and replaces Oliver Grezlak, Curtis Turner, Elliot Owen, Jazz Gundry, Connor Smith, who moves into central midfield, Sam Kay, James Morris, Thomas Poole comes in, and Jordan Barnett. The bench is a six-man bench today of Jack Crook, Mikey Roxburgh, Alex O'Connor, Danny Deakin, Tommy Marshall and Jack Watson. Plenty of options in the Turner, looking to get it into the middle. Headers on target, cleared off the line. It almost was its early goal. Jordan Barnett was the one with the header in the middle of the box. With his right foot away, Gundry will let it away, but headed on by Stewart. Goes on to the right wing where there's a bit of space now. As the ball's hooked into the middle, and Townsend claims it with Jordan Kershaw coming in from underneath. Good cross from Palin, but now Townsend tries to get out quickly to the right to Morris, but headed away. Back to Poole, first time pass looking forward for Morris to get it on the right wing. Gets it, will move into the box on the right hand side. Wants an option in the middle. There's Connor Smythe who skies it. Big chance for the Steels to take a one-goal lead. Connor Smythe. Here comes the whistle. Finlaw will take it. It's a good aim shot. Well saved by Townsend. It's just going to curl out to the left. Cross going in. Goes into the middle. Owen clears it. And then after a few blocks, Kay is able to clear it. Finlaw will get it. He tries to volley it back towards the left wing. Head away by Poole and back out into the middle for Wilson, who tries to hook into the box. It's over the top of everyone now for a goal box. Charles is having to just pass it back to Townsend under pressure from Stewart. Townsend takes it. Left foot forward going towards Barnett. Drops it deep. Barnett just stood on the ball. I don't think he realised how quickly that would drop on him. He's back in defence for one well forward, just goes to Tinker. Back in the first team after missing over the bank holiday weekend. Well forward looks for Barnett, headed away. Smythe looks to be the first man onto it, gets something onto it. Back with Jack Tinker it goes. Tinker, ball to Smith, tries back heel, finds Tinker, right foot going to take the shot, it's curling and well wide. Jack Tinker who out wide towards Palin, being forced backwards now. Tinker forced one there, back to Finlaw. Ball forward and Woonwell quite confident. Kay getting in there, but Woonwell just worm away from that. It's good work from Kershaw and going to go all the way through out to Stewart. Stewart takes the touch and tackle here, back to Stewart, takes a shot, deflected over the bar. Corner kick to Woonwell. Mike has scored. Townsend sending the diagonal, looking for Poole, who heads in the middle, looks for Gundry, tries to knock it on, it's falling nicely, takes a shot, Gundry saved and goes out for a corner. It's not a bad shot for a centre back. Back on the left here. Sykes launching it upfield. Charles will head it forward. Headed away and in and Smythe will win that header. Smythe continuing forward. He's going to carry on. He's gone through. Takes a shot. Bottom corner. Connor Smythe has given Stocksbridge the lead. He's just bundled his way through about 2 to 3 Woonwell players before tidily tucking it into the bottom corner. Malkowski didn't really have a chance with that one. And Stocksbridge are ahead on the 42nd minute through Connor Smythe, who's got big options in the box, but they're a big enough side themselves. As Barnett high over the top of everyone, but Owen will look to edit, put it back across the middle, and there's Gundry. It's in the back of the net. Jazz Gundry gets his first Steels goal. It's a set piece routine from the training ground. Barnett loops it over everyone, but Elliot Owen who heads it back across, and from within the 6-yard area, Jazz Gundry heads in. It's 2-0 to the Steels. Well, look like they've made a substitution here, which I'll get for you in a moment. It looks like Josh McKay has come on, but Tinker's going forward. Stocksbridge are attacking again. Tinker got an overlap of Barnett. Instead he's going to go on the right, cross in the middle, looking for Poole, whose header loops over the bar. Stocksbridge, Barnett. Left foot into the box, a good corner, headed away. I think the keeper's annoyed that he didn't get a chance. Poole puts it back in, flicked on by Morris over the bar. Charles forward to Watson. Knocked on looking for Marshall. Almost got there. Sacked it. Back to Watson. Watson takes a shot. Just over. Not decent from Watson, who sets up. He's got a hell of a run up on this left-hand side. It runs about 15 yards, and with a bit of speed and spin, it goes in. And there's a header. And there it goes in. And in. Won't well have one back. Didn't see who got the final touch. Townsend's not happy. He claims there's a push on him. And it's where they're going to need to be at their best once again. Comes long throw into the box. Good header away by Gundry. Goes back to the right-hand side. Big summer shot. Well wide in the end. It looked like it could have been closer than it was. Advantage back. And so O'Connor flicked into the middle. Headed back. Finlaw will get it now. But he is closed down and he'll get out a press from two players. Finlaw launching it long. Owen, little deflection took, and then Gundry tries to get a tackle in. Eddie Agnew's going free. Eddie Agnew one-on-one to Kershaw, and the shot's over the bar. It should be 2-2. From left, here comes the ball. Looking for the far post. Headed back in towards the area, but it's a side netting. If it does, I think there'll be a story of the round, to be honest. But going forward, headed away though by Palin, flicked on. Gundry can only head out towards Turner. Turner out towards Charlesworth. Charlesworth down the channel, and Poole will get it here on the right wing. He's got Watson in the middle. Poole running at his man. Poole's looking for Watson. Watson with a shot, just wide. Steels had the big chance there to have the 2-goal advantage restored. Top quality one. Here comes the long throw, right into the middle of the area. High header over the bar. Ollie Fearon again. Free kick. Got Watson on his left free. Ted Turner's going to take it short here to Smythe. Smythe takes a long-range shot right at Malkowski. Nice little routine, but just didn't have the direction on it. Malkowski. Launch forward. Crook will head it on. Marshall trying to get touch, but it was a high foot, but he does get it to Crook on the right-hand side. Watson's in the middle. Finds Watson. Watson with a touch. That's game over. The Steels are 3-1 up, and they should be in the next round of the FA Cup. Ski. Oh, sorry, and that is it. The Steels have won 3-1, their first win of the season. Went 1-0 in the first half. Connor Smythe went for a few players before being able to tuck it into the bottom corner. They went 2-0 up in the second, thanks to a goal from Jazz Gundry, his first for the club. Won't well cause some nerves though. Ollie Fearon headed in after a long throw, but towards the end, a controversial goal from Jack Watson finished it off as a contest. It's Judar Smith, a former Stocksbridge Park Steels reserve, Josh McKay and Eddie Agnew. For the Steels, the lineup is Ben Townsend in goal, then Tom Charlesworth. Jack Tinker comes in and replaces Oliver Grejlak, Curtis Turner, Elliot Owen, Jazz Gundry, Connor Smith, who moves into central midfield, Sam Kay, James Morris, Thomas Poole comes in, and Jordan Barnett. The bench is a 6-man bench today of Jack Crook, Mikey Roxburgh, Alex O'Connor, Danny Deakin, Tommy Marshall and Jack Watson. Plenty of option in the Turner, looking to get it into the middle. Header's on target, cleared off the line. It almost was its early goal. Jordan Barnett was the one with the header in the middle of the box. With his right foot away, Gundry will head it away, but headed on by Stewart. Goes on to the right wing where there's a bit of space now as the ball's hooked into the middle, and Townsend claims it with Jordan Kershaw coming in from underneath. Good cross from Palin, but now Townsend tries to get out quickly to the right to Morris, but headed away. Back to Poole, first time pass looking forward for Morris to get it on the right wing. Gets it, will move into the box on the right hand side. Wants an option in the middle. There's Connor Smythe who skies it. Big chance for the Steels to take a 1-goal lead. Connor Smythe. Here comes the whistle. Finlaw will take it. It's a good aim shot. Well saved by Townsend. It's just going to curl out to the left. Cross going in. Goes into the middle. Owen clears it. And then after a few blocks, Kay is able to clear it. Finlaw will get it. He tries to volley it back towards the left wing. headed away by Poole and back out into the middle for Wilson, who tries to hook into the box. It's over the top of everyone and out for a goal box. Charles is having to just pass it back to Townsend under pressure from Stewart. Townsend takes it, left foot forward, going towards Barnett, drops it deep. Barnett just stood on the ball. I don't think he realised how quickly that would drop on him. He's back in defence for one well forward, just goes to Tinker, back in the first team after missing over the bank holiday weekend. Well forward, look for Barnett, headed away. Smythe looks to be the first man onto it, gets something onto it. Back with Jack Tinker it goes. Tinker, ball to Smith, tries back heel, finds Tinker, right foot going to take the shot, it's curling and well wide. Jack Tinker, who outright towards Palin, being forced backwards now. Tinker forced it one there, back to Finlaw, ball forward, and Unwell quite confident. Kay getting in there, but Unwell just worm away from that. It's good work from Kershaw, and going to go all the way through out to Stewart. Stewart takes a touch and tackle here, back to Stewart, takes a shot, deflected over the bar, corner kick to Unwell. Mike has scored. Townsend sending the diagonal, looking for Poole, who heads in the middle, looks for Gundry, tries to knock it on, it's falling nicely, takes a shot, Gundry, saved and goes out for a corner. It's not a bad shot for a centre-back. Back on the left here. Sykes launching it upfield, Charlesworth will head it forward, headed away again and Smythe will win that header. Smythe continuing forward, he's going to carry on, he's gone through, takes a shot, bottom corner, Connor Smythe has given Stocksbridge the lead. He's just bundled his way through about 2 to 3 Unwell players before tidily tucking it into the bottom corner. Malkowski didn't really have a chance with that one, and Stocksbridge are ahead on the 42nd minute through Connor Smythe, who's got big options in the box, but they're a big enough side themselves. As Barnett high over the top of everyone, but Owen will look to head it, put it back across the middle, and there's Gundry. It's in the back of the net. Jazz Gundry gets his first Steels goal. It's a set piece routine from the training ground. Barnett loops it over everyone, but Eliotonu heads it back across, and from within the 6-yard area, Jazz Gundry heads in. It's 2-0 to the Steels. Well, look like they've made a substitution here, which I'll get for you in a moment. It looks like Josh McKay has come on, but Tinker's going forward. Stocksbridge are attacking again. Tinker got an overlap of Barnett, said he's going to go on the right, cross in the middle, looking for Poole, whose header loops over the bar. Stocksbridge, Barnett. Left foot into the box, a good corner, headed away. I think the keeper's annoyed that he didn't get a chance. Poole puts it back in, flicked on by Morris over the bar. Charles forward to Watson, knocked on looking for Marshall, almost got there, Sykes it back to Watson. Watson takes a shot, just over. Not decent from Watson, who sets up. He's got a hell of a run up on this left-hand side. It runs about 15 yards, and with a bit of speed and spin, it goes in, and there's a header, and there it goes in, and in. Unwell have gone back. Didn't see who got the final touch. Townsend's not happy, he claims there was a push on him. And it's where they're going to need to be at their best once again. Comes long throw into the box. Good header away by Gundry. Goes back to the right hand side. Big summer shot. Well wide in the end. It looked like it could have been closer than it was. Advantage back. And so O'Connor flicks into the middle. Headed back. Finlaw will get it now. But he is closed down and he'll get out a press from 2 players. Finlaw launching it long. Owen, little deflection took, and then Gundry tries to get the tackle in. Eddie Agnew's going free. Eddie Agnew 1-on-1 to Kershaw, and the shot's over the bar. It should be 2-2. From left, here comes the ball. Looking for the far post. Headed back in towards the area, but it's a side netting. If it does, I think there'll be a story of the round, to be honest. But going forward, headed away though by Palin, flicked on. Gundry can only head out towards Turner. Turner out towards Charlesworth. Charlesworth down the channel, and Poole will get it here on the right wing. He's got Watson in the middle. Poole running at his man. Poole's looking for Watson. Watson with a shot, just wide. Steels had the big chance there to have the 2-goal advantage restored. Top quality one. Here comes the long throw right into the middle of the area. High header over the bar. Ollie Fearon again. Free kick. Got Watson on his left free. Ted Turner's going to take it short here to Smythe. Smythe takes a long range shot right at Malkowski. Nice little routine, but just didn't have the direction on it. Malkowski. Crook will head it on. Marshall trying to get touch, but it was a high foot, but he does get it to Crook on the right-hand side. Watson's in the middle, finds Watson. Watson with a touch. That's game over. The Steels are 3-1 up, and they should be in the next round of the FA Cup. Ski. Oh, sorry, and that is it. The Steels have won 3-1, their first win of the season. Went 1-0 in the first half. Connor Smythe went for a few players before being able to tuck it into the bottom corner. They went 2-0 up in the second, thanks to a goal from Jazz Gundry, his first for the club. Won't well cause some nerves though. Ollie Fearon headed in after a long throw, but towards the end, a controversial goal from Jack Watson finished it off as a contest. It's Judar Smith, a former Stocksbridge Park Steels reserve, Josh McKay and Eddie Agnew. For the Steels, the lineup is Ben Townsend goal, then Tom Charlesoff, Jack Tinker comes in and replaces Oliver Grezlak, Curtis Turner, Elliot Owen, Jazz Gundry, Connor Smith, who moves into central midfield, Sam Kay, James Morris, Thomas Poole comes in, and Jordan Barnett. The bench is a six-man bench today of Jack Crook, Mikey Roxburgh, Alex O'Connor, Danny Deakin, Tommy Marshall and Jack Watson. Plenty of options with Turner, looking to get it into the middle. Header's on target, cleared off the line. It almost with the header in the... Hello and welcome back here to the SFC Stadium with me, Adam Allcroft. This commentary is sponsored by R&R Car and Van Hire. We are about to get underway. Don't worry, we're updating our clock. We didn't notice. We couldn't. So we're just waiting for this game to get back underway. The Steels losing 1-0. Bamber Bridge's Jamie Allen, formerly of Love Island, scoring the goal. That's one I think will rub salt in the wounds for our players. And he certainly won't be getting voted off the stadium today, as the game is back underway here at the SFC Stadium, with Bamber Bridge in the all-white kit, kicking from right to left, and Stocksbridge Park Steels wearing the yellow shirts, blue shorts, blue socks, kicking from left to right. Bamber Bridge have made no changes at the half. It's Aidan Dowling in goal, then Isaac Abankwa. Lewis Hay was subbed off and replaced by Jack Baxter, Adam Dodd, Simon Grand as the captain, Joel Bailey, Jamie Allen the goal scorer, Emmerich Poyley, Nathan Akome, Ewan Bange and Isaac Money. The bench is Nathaniel Knight Percival, Chris Churchman, Billy Bald and Kofi Moore. For the Steels, there's no changes. It's Ben Townsend in goal, then Tom Charlesoff, Jack Tinker, Curtis Turner, Elliot Owen, Jazz Gundry, Oliver Grezlak, Alex O'Connor, Luke Rawson, James Morris and Thomas Poole. The bench is Connor Smythe, Danny Deakin, Sam Kay, Jack Watson and Aston Ellard. I'm sure we're going to see a bit of that pace later on in the game, especially if Steels remain 1-0 down. And Bamber Bridge, that could be a penalty. No, it's been given as a free kick the other way. It's been given as a dive. And a yellow card there for Emmerich Poyley, I believe that is. Don't see many dives in non-league football. Obviously Bamber Bridge insistent that it is not one. Close call. It's actually just, I think it's just on the edge of the box. Normally, I think you one time, if you've got caught diving in non-league, you get hauled off immediately and the ball goes forward, head away. Rawson trying to get to it, but head away before it can get to him. Turner fighting for it, bounces down into the middle. O'Connor tries to get it out to the left. Grezlak fighting to keep it in, does do so. Gets tackling, will be a Stocksbridge throw-in. Tinker will have the throw-in. Taking his time, gets it forward here onto the left wing, trying to get it back past the byline, but then clearance blocked, and second clearance blocked, and then eventually got away. Into midfield it goes. There's a race to get onto it, but There goes Bamber Bridge. Alex O'Connor can't get to him. Out to the left now towards Dodd. Switched out to the right to a Banquer. Good touch, takes it a bit behind. Forced back. Over to Bailey now to Grand, the captain today. Looking to get the ball forward. Charlesworth and Modi, who's in the number 20 now. Modi gets the header on both Charlesworth, but Townsend's out quickly. Hey. Good. Townsend always quick out to his goal. It's one of his real strengths. As the ball goes forward. Comes off the back of Thomas Poole, goes to Rawson. Got Poole as an overlap, trying to get past his man. Rawson puts the cross in, blocked. Rawson fights it, heads in the middle to Poole, takes it down the chest and then just stumbles and loses the ball. Oh, and then Rawson does really well, blocking Dodd from getting out there and out for a Stocksbridge throw-in. Rawson's come out with a bit of fire in this second half. Didn't really see much of the game in the first, but already getting himself involved. Hyde have taken lead against Rushaw. Jack Redshaw has scored. Ball with Charlesworth. Taking his time, and we're going to see one of these throwing routines. And he throws it, he's going to find Rawson in the box. He's at the touchline. Back to Charlesworth, takes a touch, takes a cross, high lofted, look at the far post, head away if we can make it to Morris, and then knocked away by Akome. And then a bit of a shunting, and Stocksbridge will get a free kick on the left just before it goes out for a throw-in. Bit of a daft one to give away. Rossington Main have equalising Sheffield FC. Former Steel Ross Hanna has scored. He played for us the last time we were in this division. Stocksbridge went the entirety of their second year without winning in the last time we were in this division before getting relegated. Still look for our first win in this division since 2013. Curtis Turner will take this free kick. Plenty of big options in the box. But it's a big Bamber Bridge team. Everyone seems to be over 6 foot. Look at the ball, looking for that far post. Look at the far post, Gundry almost gets to it. It goes out for the goal kick. We've seen Curtis Turner score free kicks like that in the past. This time it went beyond the far post, but you could see it was actually Elliot Owen getting there the far rather than Gundry. And now it's back with the keeper. Ball launched to the right, and Tinker's trying to win it in the middle. He's forced Bamber Bridge further back there into Bailey, who launched it forward. Gundry trying to get a touch, goes under his leg though, and now it's great by Poyley, who was carrying it forward out to the right to our Banquer, but then well robbed by Tinker. Forward to Morris, tries to get to Rawson, but that little knock gets out for a throw-in, would have been a great thing, but now a quick throw into Rawson. Rawson on the left wing, he's been forced out to left well and then loses the ball, and it will be given as a Bamber Bridge throw. Rawson taking the last touches. Ball going forward and ball not long. We'll go out for a Stocksbridge throw in. Bamber Bridge have got the ball away from their own goal at the moment. A goal from Hillsborough. Sheffield Wednesday playing their youngsters as they are in protest. Just 3,000 Wednesday fans at Hillsborough, and the 3,000 have gone have not been rewarded. The Grimsby fans have. They are 1-0 up on Sheffield Wednesday. Cabia, the scorer, looking to cause another upset after beating Manchester United in the previous round. As good defence on Bamber Bridge, gets it forward to Bange, he goes down on the stump, but it's a free kick. Stocksbridge really not happy with that decision. Ian Richards shouting from the bench as well. Ian Richards, who scored in Stocksbridge's last win over Bamber Bridge back in 2007. He's the assistant manager Andy Ring, one of the other scorers in that game. Should have invited David Cockrell to join the coaching staff for today just to join the party. As Bamber Bridge will send players forward. So it's a very big team, and they will look to take advantage of that with set pieces such as this. Ball forward, and Gundry heads it away. Poole can't get onto it though. Back to Banja, probably the biggest man. He goes over, out to the left to Modi. Modi going forward on the left wing. Side attacker from Poole is missed, and then Charles bullies him away. It goes out for a corner kick in the end. But it may have been, I think it's been hauled back for a free kick. Not surprised at that one. 52 minutes gone. As both Cleethorpes are 2-0 up on Ilkeston. Adam Hoare has scored again. So you can say it's like Nelson, it's gone Hoare, Hoare. There's a chance here with Adam Dodd taking the free kick. It's a really good chance. Again, lots of bit. It's on the left wing. It will be a crossing opportunity, but with the size of this Bamber Bridge team, you wouldn't rule it out. So it's still just slow. The referee has just backed off, and we will get the position. Here we go, ball in. Good header away by Gundry, diving. Edge of the box, shot by Modi, has been blocked. Morris fighting for it. Morris gets the touch, trying to get it out. He's blocked before he can do. Then forward to Grejlak. Grejlak's going to run at the defence. He's the furthest man forward for Stocksbridge. Bamber Bridge get their man back. Out to Turner, who will carry on forward on the left. He's not the quickest player in the world, and he will carry on. Touches it forward, looking for Grejlak. Grejlak, little back heel. Back to Turner. Turner takes a shot, deflected. Knocked into the far post. Stocksbridge have equalised. It's Thomas Poole. I thought there was a chance of offside personally on that one, but Poole has just managed to get it at the far post and took it in. The steals are level. It's 1-1 here. Thomas Poole scoring his second of the season. And it was all set up by a lovely back heel by Oliver Grejlak. And Stocksbridge are now level. And it is the first time Stocksbridge have drawn level after being behind this season. Thomas Poole. And now the game has resumed with Bailey on the ball. Back to the defence. Stocksbridge will be full of confidence after getting that equaliser. Ball forward. And out Rawson is offside. He can't interact with it. Fought for though by Grejlak. Then Poole gets it back into the middle to Turner. I've just noticed Morris is on the left wing free, but they didn't find it. Back to O'Connor. He's going to get forced back to Owen. Owen knocked it forward. Goes back into defence. Simon Grand picks it up. Grand into the midfield. O'Connor loses it. Here comes James Morris. Morris running at the defence. Morris takes a shot and it's in the back of the net. The Steels are ahead. It's a turnaround in 2 minutes for the Steels. And James Morris scores his third of the season. Stocksbridge Park Steels 2, Bamber Bridge 1. It's a brilliant start to the half for the Steels. And the travelling support we have behind that goal, who've come an hour and a half on the motorway, are very, very pleased with that one. It's a brilliant goal by James Morris. He takes it clear. He's not thinking about a pass to anyone. He's looking for the top corner. He finds the top corner. It's 2-1 to the Steels. It's a fantastic turnaround for Stocksbridge, who will now... And well, it's a weird feeling for Stocksbridge being ahead. But they are now, as they look for their first league win this season, something that Workington did do here last week. So, and it's Bamber Bridge will get the game back underway. Ball forward from Bamber Bridge. We'll read out some of your comments later. I can see a few have come in as Hugh here on the left hand side. Ball forward to Rawson. Holds up well, lovely turn. He's got the runner Grejlak trying to find it. Well blocked by a Banquer. And now Bamber Bridge will break forward. Pass forward, Banji. Some lovely passing to Poyley. Out here to Modi on the left wing. Modi going forward, looking to get beyond Charles of Modi. Charles face on challenge, but then Modi tries to go past, but then it stays in actually. Poyley gets through a defender. Poyley a chance, goes loose, goes towards the edge of the area. And here comes a shot, blocked over the bar. It goes for a corner kick, and Stocksbridge turning off, almost let Bamber Bridge equalise there. It's because it didn't go out to play like everyone on the pitch thought it had. Bamber Bridge were the first to react to that. They played it back and a deflected shot takes it over the bar. Steels have a corner to defend. Some of those Comments that come in. Steve Kirk, well done, Ollie and Tommy Poole. Come on, let's win it. And then Steve Kirk, yes, after that goal. Paul Liggleton, some love arts, and Dave Wilson, come on, UTS. But there is a corner. It could be level after this if Steels don't defend properly. Here it comes towards the far post. Gundry heads it away and then knocked away by Jack Tinker. It's a race onto it, but the first will be Adam Dodd into the middle. Back it goes into defence. Ball lock takes a little bit of a deflection, and O'Connor heads it forward, but offside was James Morris. He can't do anything about it as it's back deep for Bamber Bridge. To Okomi now. Ball back into Okomi in the defence. As Bailey will take this forward, and Bamber Bridge back on possession now. Taking the time with it, just trying to settle into that. This was a bit of a shock to the system, conceding 2 goals in such quick succession. Ball forward to the right hand side, headed back into the middle. Turner will take the touch forward to Poole, and he's not to Morris, I'm sorry, gets it forward, pass forward towards Rawson, but Bailey covers it, back to the keeper it will go, and he clears it away, being jeered by the away fans who found some voice in this second half. As the pass forward just gives it back to Stocksbridge, forward to Morris, holds it back forward, and then forward to Rawson, who's offside surely, and then eventually the flag goes up. I don't know why Rawson's appealing, he was well offside. It just felt like the linesman was asleep for a second, to be honest. It was like, oh wait, here we go, I've got to put my flag up, and he's right to do so, but he just fell asleep. So those goals, just to say you, 53rd minute Thomas Poole, and then the 55th minute for James Morris. Ball forward and knocked back by Banjer, who's going to be key, I think, for Bamber Bridge trying to get back into this game, but a loose ball knocks it out for a Stocksbridge throw-in. Back here for a banker, then Tom Charlesworth. To Allcroft coming in, and it looks like it works again. You'll promise that you'll buy first round if you bring it back. Looks like it may have, but there's still 30 minutes plus to go in this game. Charlesworth, launch it forward, headed into the middle. Morris will pick it up first time, finds Grejlak. Grejlak brings it down. He's got no one in the middle really. Now high lofted, looking for Turner. Turner will have to track it onto the left-hand side. Not really got much help at the moment as he's being forced backwards. Back it goes into O'Connor. O'Connor diagonal ball in the middle. It's overhit and will go back to the goalkeeper. We've just hit the hour mark. Steels leading 2-1 at the moment. Looks like we're going to see another Bamber Bridge substitution here. The ball not forward. Rawson brings it up. Not offside. Sends it well over with his left foot. It's a big opportunity for Rawson to make it 3-1. His ideal foot is his right, but he'll have wished to have done better from that one. So Chris Churchman is the man. Looks like he'll be heading on for Bamber Bridge as they look to turn this one around. Looked like Luke Rawson might have been offside there, to be honest, even if he had gone in. So Isaac Abankwa, who's been very lively going up front, he's going to be heading off. He's been replaced by Churchman. So we have any choices. Isaac Modus, who looks just as surprised that he's the one heading off.
Well done, Isaac.
And he'll say, so Modi off. I would have been surprised at Abankwa heading off just because he's shown a lot of attacking threat in this game, and he would be one of the ideal ways for Bamber Bridge to get back into this game. Karabag were 2-0 down in the Champions League, but they've now equalised against Benfica. Duran the scorer. Ball going forward from Bamber Bridge. Banjer chests it down into the middle towards Baxter. Back out to Abankwa, but he loses the ball here. Morris trying to get to it. And then the ball launched forward, going to be a throw-in for Stocksbridge. So, 5-3-11 throw-in. And Stocksbridge, I think, just taking their time now as the Steels are quite happy to waste the time now.
On the attack.
Stocksbridge are now on the attack on the left wing. They've moved very quickly.
plays it back.
Into the middle now with Morris, who's forced back.
Morris is forced backwards and plays
Here
it
comes a
back
pass ball, and it's going to get a block. It's going to be a Stocksbridge throw.
Can't quite get it round. Throwing that turn to a quick attack there,
so Stocksbridge, who was slow, then quick. Back out to O'Connor, trying to get it out to Tinker forward. 1-2 passing. Stocksbridge find it here. Now looking for the wanting to get a cross in. Took a block tackle, and it will go out for a Stocksbridge throw right next to the corner flag. Banquo doing his defensive work. In the Champions League, Dortmund are ahead against Juventus. Karim Adeyemi has scored the latest goal. So about with Tinker for the throw-in. Thrown into the middle, back with Tinker. Gets it right, back in goes. Turner puts the cross in. Look at the near post, but well collected by the goalkeeper. Dowling does well, rolls it out to the left. Dodd. Get Bamber Bridge trying to start a counter-attack. Grezlak stopping and doing that. A tackle going in and made him go further back, but it's a poor ball forward. Turner will collect in it, trying to bring it down. Gets it out to the right to Grezlak, then to O'Connor. Out it goes to Thomas Poole. Big sliding tackle goes in from Simon Grand. A captain sliding tackle, and it's a throw-in to Stocksbridge.
It was some excellent attackers. There's a yellow
And it looks like Oliver Grezlak, I think, being given a yellow card at a foul, obviously, at some point during what we've seen. Not sure. So Charlesworth will have the throw in. Oh, they've thrown it to Poole. Back to Charlesworth. Put the ball into the middle, look for Rawson, cleared away. Another throw in for the Steels, who are looking good as they look to try and double their lead. They've had a few leads so far this season against Guiseley and Stockton, but conceded both of them. Draw against Guiseley, a loss against Stockton. Back to Charlesworth, trying to get the click. A handball there on Churchman, not given. Charlesworth is wondering how that wasn't given. It was right in front of the linesman, but I think the Steels may have got away with a few things on this linesman to say, let's just say, be quiet on that one. Charlesworth looking for an option. Finds to O'Connor, puts a cross in, first time, headed away. Brought down here by Grezlak, takes a shot, blocked, and then it's deflected. Rawson trying to get onto it, gets into it in the box, trying to hold onto it onto the right, just ends up running into a defender. Both of them went down, then Rawson, I think, did a sliding tackle, which could end up being a yellow card if the referee brings that back, and then headed out for a Stocksbridge throw-in. 65 minutes gone in this, 25 to go. Oh, Charles onto the right, Poole leaves that, surprisingly so. I think it had a chance, but it's going to be given as a Bamber Bridge throw. Ilkley are 3-1 up on Nostelman as well there. George Pearson has scored as well as back in Innes. Right, Bamber Bridge seems to just be a bit rattled at the moment as Dodd just sliced a ball out for a Stocksbridge throw-in. So the Steelers have a good chance to build attack. It's actually gone, but I think Charlesworth could actually take a few steps here, and he's going to try and find Rawson here on the right wing. Does do so. Back to Charlesworth, ball going into the middle, headed away to the edge of the area. Turner will be the first onto it. Turner tries to slip it through. Stocksbridge wants to do the 1-2, can't do so on that occasion. Abankwa gets it out, but Stocksbridge gets it out, and there was a foul on Abankwa in that. Jack Tinker's not happy about that decision. Bamber Bridge will be happy for some relief for their defence. So back for the goalkeeper to take. So now we take it. Bamber Bridge is going to be happy to get away from their own goal for a bit. Stocksbridge have put a lot of pressure on it, but Stocksbridge just don't want to get penalised for not taking chances to double the lead. As Gundry gets it forward, but he gives it a bit meekly back to Dodd here. Dodd goes forward, his pass forward is blocked. Poole rescues onto it, not back to Charlesworth. Charlesworth will launch it long, looking for Rawson. Goes beyond him. Grezlak's going to try and nip in. Grezlak gets a touch. Well saved by Dowling. And Abankwa is going to be the first. It's actually going to go out for a corner kick. It should be 3-1. Oliver Grezlak has a great chance. It's saved. It was a mistake there from Simon Grand, who just let the header drift over him. Stocksbridge have a corner. Curtis Turner will head over to take it. This is the one place where you think Bamber Bridge will be strong from these set pieces. The size of them we've mentioned a few times in the second half already. So Turner will stand over this corner. High lofted, looking for the far post. Gundry will get a header. He went wide, but it's been penalised for going on the shoulder of his man. It's a frustrating way for that to end. Free kick for Bamber Bridge. Given short to Grand as they'll look to pass the way out of trouble. Taking it forward here, and Stocksbridge trying to press here as they get it sent over to Bailey. Rawson pressing. Back to Dowling. Dowling looking to switch it over forward, looking for Banj. Banj touches it on. It's a good touch towards Dodd. Dodd gets the touch, take it on the inside. In the middle now to Poyley. Gets forward, it is good, nice looking idea of a pass cut out by Morris, and then Townsend will clear it away. There is going to be another substitute out. Hello to Bogoslav Grezlak, who's obviously a relative, well I presume so. And saying Grezlak and the OK symbol. As Bamber Bridge onto the throw-in, and it's going to be a substitute. Looks like Nathaniel Knight Percival is coming on. A well-renowned defender who's played for the likes of Bradford City and Peterborough United. He's playing his trade here now. Right, first of all, he's going to come on for Emmerich Poyley. Back to pack. I see that Rawson's going to try and get onto. Bailey's to it first. Back to the keeper. Slices it up into the air. Bailey will be able to head that out pretty much unchallenged. Morris picks it up to feet. Get it back into midfield to O'Connor. Going forward with it, trying to keep it in on the left, and he does do so. No good work from O'Connor. Putting the cross in. Look for Rawson. It's beyond everyone, and the keeper will claim it before it goes out of play. Ball going forward, looking for Banj, and then picked up there by O'Connor, who gets it out to Tinker, who will boot that well upfield. It's one for Ross to try and get to, but Bailey will head it away, headed forward, and he's going to get it to Abankwa, who gains a throw in for himself. Ball forward, and Abankwa gets back. Peels that had already gone out of play, not given. Back into the goalkeeper. Plus, we're happy when it goes out to the goalkeeper at the moment, as he'll just take it out. He's going to go long. He's going to be more direct, I think, from Bamber Bridge for the rest of this game, as Owen heads that away. But it just goes back here to Allen on the right wing, who we haven't seen much of in the second half. Bamber Bridge way of getting back into that will be through Allen, but he goes down. He wants a free kick. Bamber Bridge get the ball back pretty easily, but then a ball forward is poor, and back with Townsend. 70 minutes gone in this game. It is 2-1 to the Steels. He's just holding onto the ball here, and we'll send this long. It's a bit of a skimmer of a one, but it is going to just go back to the goalkeeper. A bit of a waste of a kick by Townsend. And now he'll be sent long by Dowling. Headed away, will go out for a Bamber Bridge throw-in, who managed to survive a lot of the pressure that the Stocksbridge attack put onto the defence, and is growing back into this now. I'm going to launch it forward, but Stocksbridge will get the ball back. They just try to get it out to left. Long ball forward, but nowhere for it. It'll be just back with the keeper. Won't be shocked if Stocksbridge make some substitutions. We're going to get another one from Bamber Bridge. Would like a bit of pace on the team just to try and keep this defence honest, as Pools tripped his man. Tripped Churchman. I think Pools hurt himself doing that as well, and will be a free kick. I think Pools going to get himself a yellow card as well. And that is confirmation of the booking. Could be two substitutions for Bamber Bridge, I think, which would be all 5 subs used before Stocksbridge have used 1. And Abankwa is going to be the one coming off. Billy Bold is coming on for him. I'm surprised Banquo has shown a lot in attack.
Four attacking midfielders from striker.
And we'll see if another change is made. Just waiting to see what if there'll be another change here, or if that was the only one they'll be making at the moment. And I think that will be it for now. So just Billy Ball for now coming on as we wait for this free kick from Aidan Dowling. Dowling, ball into the box. Owen can't get to it, headed into the box. Charles gets a touch, it's bounced into the box. Morris clears it, only back to Baxter. Baxter thought about the shot, instead he's going to get it out to left to Dodd. Dodd moving in onto the inside. Greyslack pressing, great tackle by Greyslack. Oh, it's a free kick given for that, and I do disagree with that one. But it's an opportunity now for Bamber Bridge.
Come on, Doddy.
It's a bit of a blow there for the Seals on that one, because that would have been a great counter-attack potentially from Greyslack. An opportunity to do one anyway. Instead, it's an opportunity now for Bamber Bridge to put a ball into the box against these giants the players have. Nice ball from Bamber Bridge. Oh, Gundry will head it away. Out it goes to O'Connor, who gets it forward, and it's going to be Greyslack trying to get to it. Headed away. Greyslack's going to try and bring it down to the chest. He's trying to get the touch onto it, but Baxter does well to rob him of the ball. Cleared away by Bamber Bridge. Tinker will look to take this. He's just going to follow this out for a throw-in. In the League Cup, Brentford have level against Aston Villa. Hickey has scored, while Juventus have equalised against Dortmund in the Champions League. Baran Yildiz, the scorer. Tinker launches well forward over everyone and going all the way to Morris, but cleared away. Then Owen heads out. Both teams appealing for the throw-in. Stocksbridge will get it, despite Bamber Bridge's protests. And it looks like Stocksbridge will be making their first substitution. Luke Rawson will be heading off. He is to be replaced by Sam Kay, the central midfielder. So we're going to see a change to the shape most likely. So I'm interested to see how Stockbridge do line up now. It looks like Oliver Greyslack is going to go onto the left wing now, with James Morris shifting into centre forward and Sam Kay into the centre of midfield. So as we enter the 75th minute. Stockbridge get the ball forward, but it is cleared away again. Head back into midfield, but then cleared once again. Townsend will just track it, and he's just going to allow it to go into the box and pick it up. He will, as you expect, take his time before launching it forward himself and seeing if he can create something. Headed up into the air, an awkward header up into the air, but then Knight Percival got a header onto it, headed out again, and then trying to be brought down by Thomas Poole, and Poole almost gets it and gets it out into midfield. Turner then trying to get it down the channel, looking for Greyslack, having a good old battle here with Chris Churchman. Churchman being forced backwards, back into defence, and then awkward Kay's going to win the ball here. Kay trying to get it into the box now, but he's being forced backwards, back to Turner, trying to find the left, and the offside flag will go up, and that stops the Stocksbridge attack. I think I've seen him put the offside flag up more than I've seen any other linesman put the offside flag up in this half, as Lucas Nemacher has put Dortmund back ahead against Juventus. 2-1 there. Back with Dowling. Ball long. Put it away by Gundry, but then Owen will clear it back. Return back into midfield. Turner will bring it down onto left, looking for Greyslack, trying to turn into midfield, but loses that to Baxter on that one. And a quick one angled out. Owen will head it away. Almost brought down well. Charles will head that loose ball forward back into defence. Knight Percival forward into midfield. Craig's trying to press, but will just go back into defence and forward into midfield. Now the switch. Bange will get it. Thought it came off the ball. Charles was there, but not given. But then won by Dodd, who's got a chance to break forward. Going sideways, holds it up, trying to get the left wing well, blocked by the sliding tackle in Pool, and Kay will win it. Kay tries to get the ball forward pass. And an alleged handball there from Bamber Bridge not given. I think that's what we call 50-50 refereeing. Because I think there were 2 handballs there. As pulled, he's done a pass there into nobody. Knight Percival just gets it back. Not sure why he's done that one. And Bamber Bridge are just improving as the game goes on. That's going to cause nerves for a Stocksbridge defence that's conceded a couple of late goals as Charlesworth gets it away from Bange. Hull wins it, goes down under it. Charlesworth will pick it up. Down the channel looking for Morris, but Knight Percival will cover it. And it's going to go back to the goalkeeper now. Steele's just allowing Bamber Bridge to have a lot of the ball at the moment as they are preparing, I think, Danny Deakin to come on soon. Dodd here, just in his own half. In the middle to Akome. Out wide. Churchman on the ball. Into the middle. Bamber Bridge preparing to make their final substitute as it goes back to Knight Percival. Crosses the halfway line. Looking for the switch. And it's actually quite smart by Greg. He allowed it to go past him and out for a Steele's throw in. 78 minutes gone in this game. It is 2-1 to Stocksbridge. So firstly, Thomas Poole's going to be heading off. He's to be replaced by Danny Deakin. And Nathan Akome is heading off the Bamber Bridge to be replaced by Kofi Moore.
Making his first start for Bamber Bridge today. He didn't come on as a substitute on Saturday's defeat to AFC Fylde. Pretty good game playing from this field there.
Kofi Moore's he's a big concern coming on for the Steele's defence. He's been one of Bamber Bridge's top strikers over several different spells with the club. If Bamber Bridge are trusting one man to get a goal in this game, to get him a point or maybe go on and do further, it is going to be Kofi Moore. Stocksbridge will have the throw in now. I think that third goal's got more and more important for the Steels. He's given the okay to resume. Launching it forward, headed on and then booted away. And Townsend's going to be happy for that to just go into his box. I'm surprised he didn't fall onto the floor, to be honest. Maybe he's trying to be careful of the 8-second rule. Launch forward. And this could trying to go into the path there of Deakin, who's took a place on the right wing. Not something we normally see from him. Back into defence. Again, I'm surprised that none of these quick wingers like Watson or Ellard's come on against this big team. Ball going forward. Banji trying to hold on to it. And Stocksbridge winning well. Tackled by Turner. Out wide here to Deakin. Deakin into the middle. And it's a poor pass from Deakin. Gives it right back there. Forward to Banger. Into the middle. Then back it goes to Baxter. Sliding tackle there from Greg. Forced him back. But Baxter will keep the ball. Looking for the switch now. Kept in well to Dodd. Nice first touch pass back to Dodd. Some good play from Bamber Bridge. Forced back to Baxter. Out it goes to the left here. To Kofi Moore. Kofi Moore, bit of transfer, gets into the box. And then he goes down, but there was never going to be a penalty for that. He runs into a man. There's not even appeals from the fans as Morris is chasing a long ball, but Bamber Bridge will get to it. Bailey back to the keeper now. Anytime Greg is pressing, gets the traditional football shout of man on as it's spread out to Bailey on the left. Bailey carry on forward with it. Then one touch, it gets it over to the left here. Now back it goes to Bailey, who continues forward with it. Into the middle. One touch passing. Banjo will bring it down on his chest. Getting met by Turner. Slipped out towards the right here. Good pass from Allen out to the right here to Churchman. Cross going towards the far post. Falls back into the middle. Sliding tackle. He's on the line. And oh, somehow it's wide. It's going to be a corner kick. I think there must be a defence. And Turner surprising. Isn't he given a penalty? It's a red card. It's a handball. It's seemingly a handball on the line. Seemingly was a handball on the line. That's what the referee says, and it's a penalty now to Bamber Bridge. Jazz Gundry, I think, the man who's been sent off.
Yeah, I think he saved it.
One we'll have to watch.
Centre half saved it.
One we'll have to watch again on the replays. As now the Steel's down to 10 men here on the 82nd minute. Stocksbridge.
Go on, Ewan.
Big blow for the Steels this. Obviously problems now in terms of filling in at centre back with Paul Liggleton injured. Ewan Bamber will take this penalty. Jazz Gundry, we just heard him say it was straight in his chest as he was going off. As Bamber now will look to take this penalty. Bamber sends the keeper the wrong way. It's 2-2. It's a controversial one, and the Steels are down to 10 men. Jazz Gundry, as he came down the tunnel, insisting at his chest, but it doesn't matter now as Ewan Bamber has scored the penalty. It's 2-2. Steels are having to make changes. Connor Smythe is coming on now for Oliver Grejlak. And well, if the replay show that doesn't hit his hand, I think there will be a very angry Ian Richards after the game, whatever happens here. A very frustrated Steels here, who were doing well in this game, and then one moment has changed it. And it's 2-2, and now they're down. The Steels are down to 10 men. It's the first sending off of the season. O'Connor switched out to the left quickly, but brought down well. Bamber Bridge will launch it back forward, and Connor Smythe trying to come in. Tinker's moved into centre back, pulled his way through. That's the problem. Stocksbridge have lack a big man now for the rest of the back in the defence against this big Bamber Bridge team. Back out on the right hand side, out in the middle. 6. Stocksbridge have earned 8. Throw in here as the Steels will now just want to try and get away with the point. It's a crushing blow as the Steels were doing so well in this up until then. And now they're down to 10 men. One of the defenders going off and have to hold on for the rest of the game. Smythe will take the throw in. On forward and into the middle, and then switch out looking for Kofi Moore. Charlesworth tracking it. Moore takes the touch on the inside. Charlesworth takes the touch and then knocked off the keeper. It will be a goal kick. Just noticed the name of one of the players who's just been booked for Bourne Town. Sydney Timberland, Don Fesca, Diaz Nunes Pereira. I don't... The price you'd have to pay to get that on the back of your shirt. That's what Stocksbridge. Stocksbridge are just not winning any of these battles in midfield now. O'Connor drags down Bamber. Advantage is given. Out to the left. Steels are now just suffering under pressure at the moment as Dodd has it. Switches it over to Churchman, who brings it down. Back it goes into Bailey. Balling cleared away by Tinker. Now at centre back. First time we've seen him play at centre back for the Steels. And then ball goes forward. Headed beyond to Kofi Moore. Kofi Moore brings it back, takes a touch on, and then Charlesworth will clear it away. Touchdown now goes to Kay. Kay getting it forward, looking for Morris. Morris can't get to it. And again, it's just Bamber Bridge, all Bamber Bridge, since that sending off and penalty goal. Ball forward to Dodd. Dodd out wide to Kofi Moore. He has changed his game. Cross goes in, blocked. Corner kick to Bamber Bridge. Well, he has been the game changer, Kofi Moore. Juventus had to equalise against Dortmund through Dusan Vlahovic, but Dortmund puts up the lead right back through Jan Kuto. So, a corner to defend. The Seals trying to hold on here. 86 minutes gone. Here comes Gordon. It's a good looking one. Headed away. And there's it's going to be an injury there that stops the game. I think a foul on Elliot Owen. That will Means Stocksbridge can stop the pressure for a few moments. So Townsend will take the free kick. Steele's trying to hold on. Taking his time with Townsend. Just thinking they were going to get 3 points here. They might just have to settle for one. They could end up with none. Ball forward, looking for Morris. Headed into the midfield. Out wide, ball going forward. Charles will take the touch, carry forward to Deakin. Deakin back to Charles, knocking it over the top. Knight Percival will not a great touch by Knight Percival, but he will now get it away. Owen will track it. Good header away by Owen. Up into the air. Kay will claim it, heads it forward. Headed back by Bailey out to the right. Churchman will get it. And Churchman's blocked by Kay. Kay's going to try and press it now. Should be covered, and back to the keeper it goes. He's going to send it forward and goes all the way now to O'Connor. His ball is blocked. Back to Smythe, who sends it forward and might just bounce favourably here for Morris. Morris now, who he's got 2 men on him and he's not going to be able to get past him, and then cleared away. O'Connor gets out to the left and Stockbridge trying to get forward. Morris trying to get back on side, but then there's a bit of space for Bamber Bridge. They've got the ball back now. Out to the left here to Dodd. Linked up really well with Kofi Moore since he's come on. Switched here. 6 added minutes in this game is looking like it's going to be added on, so a lot of time for Stockbridge to hold on or potentially get. Here's a powerful shot. It's going to skew well wide and be a goal kick. 89 minutes almost here. Crystal Palace 1-0 in the London Derby in the League Cup. Richards the scorer. Sheffield FC 2-1 upon Rossington. Alex Hardwick has scored a second. And Nosselminders Welfare have got one back against Ilkay Town with the mysterious unknown goal scorer. It's going to be Aston Ellard coming off Curtis Turner. That is a statement there from Ian Richards that he still thinks this game is for winning. The winger Ellard making just his second appearance since coming on loan from Barnsley. He's quick, he's nippy, and he's a very clever little player as well. Actually, it's James Morris coming off rather than Curtis Turner. So, originally it was put up as Turner, but
I feel like that's some time wasting tactics from the visitors. The old wrong number on the board for it to let the player come all the way over and go, no, it's not actually you.
Ellard's going to take position at centre forward, usually a winger, but we saw he's got some talent and he's a very clever player, highly rated in the Barnsley Academy. They do think a lot of him. As the ball goes out forward, looking for Kay, headed by Knight Percival, and it will be a Stocksbridge throw-in. We have entered the 90th minute. We've got 6 to go of this added team. Just want to note a thriller happening at Pickering, who were on the TV this weekend for the FA Cup. 4-4 against Horbury at the moment, as Ellard almost got a touch. Dodd's coming out with the ball just outside his box. Out to Churchman. Churchman knocking it forward. Headed away. Going to go out to the left here to Deakin. Then up forward looking for Ellard. Ellard one touch pass to Deakin. Kay's bursting forward. Deakin's going to go out on the left here. Turner coming forward. Ellard will drop deeper. Ellard will pick it up. First time pass to Deakin. Deakin looking to turn. Out to Turner. Then to Deakin. Deakin stepping forward to Ellard. Ellard into the box, just a bit slow to get it out his feet, and then blares it over with pressure in his back. He just couldn't get it out to his feet. Then it's a really clever little move. He remains on side for it, and then he just stuck to his feet a bit too much on that occasion. Sends it over with 2 players in the back of his feet. 91 minutes now gone. Back with the keeper.
Goal kick, 4.5 minutes remaining.
Sending it long now, Dowling, as Bamber Bridge think they can win this. Owen head it into the field. They've got a good chance to against the 10 men of Stocksbridge. To Dodd in the middle now to Baxter. Back to Dodd. Dodd going forward, blocked by Kay. And then Turner will clear it. Ellard's going to try and put himself about a bit with Knight Percival. Bit of an age difference between the two. Ellard's got, well, lost track of it. Ellard gets it. Slide tackle goes in. Turner, first time trying to find Deakin, takes a block. Deakin trying to rescue it, headed away from him. Then Smythe gets it, knocks it forward. Turner's going to be the man to get to this, but it bounces favourably for Bamber Bridge, are able to clear it away. Knocked into the middle, and then knocked away, but only to O'Connor, who gets it first time back out to the left. To Turner. Turner, first time pass here to Deakin. Deakin holding it up, back to Turner, gets it on his right, puts the cross in, headed away before he can make it to Ellard. Then headed back into the middle and cleared up into the air. But Stocksbridge left it a bit unchallenged. Kay got a touch onto it eventually. Back out to Dodd it goes, and this is where the attacks have been coming from. Kofi Moores, who Stocksbridge need to really cancel out this game, is up front as well. Outright to Churchman. On the right, slips as he sends it forward, but it's a good ball. Headed on, gets it to Kofi Moore, and this is where Stocksbridge have to worry. Kofi Moore takes it on the outside, puts the pass in the middle, and then blocked away by Owen. It's Kofi Moore every time, and then almost rescued. It's going to go out of play, and it's going to be a corner kick. Charles Duff not happy about it. Every attack is coming through Kofi Moore. We told you this is the man who's probably going to get Bamber Bridge back, if anyone, and he's definitely caused a lot of problems. Corner kick, 3 minutes for the Steels to survive. They lack one of the big defenders they'd want to use for this. Here comes the corner, look for the far post, and then headed wide. It's going to be a goal kick. I think it was Knight Percival there with the header. Another Steels survive on that one. Townsend will have the goal kick. And I think he's been told, get on with it. So not long to go in this one. 2 minutes to go. Ball going long. Headed away by Knight Percival. Band headed on. Tinker will get it into midfield. Turner trying to turn but loses it. Quickly out to the right to Allen. Back it goes to Churchman. The Steels haven't got it out their own half here. Ball into the middle. Goes past and it's going to go to Kofi Moore, who can just keep it in. And this is what the Steels don't want to get it there. Back to Dodd. Dodd tips it towards the far post. And it just goes over everyone and out for a goal kick. Oh, and the Steels are clinging on here. Parkgate have won it in the last minute against Barton. Jacob Pearson scoring another. Ben Tapp. It's on Charlesworth, I think he's just found himself in the book. I'm guessing it was dissent of some sort. Just seen another spectacular scoreline, by the way. Stalybridge winning 6-4 against Trafford. Yeah, Matt, that sounds like the neutrals game today. Not too far from here, down in Trafford. As Townsend is taking his time with it. Can't blame him for doing so. I'm sure Dowling would do the same. As ball goes forward, looking for Ellard, but headed away by Knight Percival. Then headed on. Smythe trying to get it good, block in the air by Smythe. Bamber Bridge will get another attack here. Bange trying to fight for it. Bange will get a touch, trying to get it right for Charlesworth. Bange very physical with Charlesworth. Ball's going to go out. Stocksbridge get a throw in. And I think Bamber Bridge do have a right to be aggrieved on that one. Stocksbridge throwing. Sheffield Wednesday are out of the League Cup. 1-0 loss to Grimsby Town. Their dream journey through that trophy will continue. Charlesworth launching it forward. Headed into the middle. Knocked on. Tinker will head it back. Looking for Ellard. Headed by Knight Percival. We're beyond the 96 minutes. And that is it. The Steels survive and get a point, but it could have been so much more. They were 2-1 ahead. A great 2-minute salvo. Got the Steels ahead. Goals there from James Morris to take the lead and Thomas Poole to equalise, got them ahead. But then, a moment at the end, Jazz Gundry, alleged to have handballed on the line, a penalty given, Gundry given his marching orders, goes 2-2 with Ewan Banje taking the penalty. It could have been more, but it is a well-fought point here on the road at Bamber Bridge. Thank you very much to everyone who's been listening. I've been Adam Allcroft. We are sponsored by R&R Car and Van Hire. We look forward to seeing you on Saturday as we host Hebburn. Thank you and good night.
Yeah, good.
So you the other night.
No, what you?
Tea time, that was fine.
All right.
But now we'll take that.
Yeah, we went in.